abandoned for years. Oh, he is in there. These are everywhere. These are all over Johnstown. All over Johnstown. Now, this is within walking distance of the city.
Yeah, I know he probably make tons of money off a dead body.
Alright guys, Vicks here, back with another video. You guys threw the video up on TikTok. I said if I got at least 200 views, the first video on YouTube, I'd take another one. So here we go. We're heading down the Moxham. I'm going to show you guys a little bit about the things that can improve in our city, show you what the homeless like, and just touch base on a few things I think I can touch base on in the first video. Yeah, so let's get to it. The homeless population in Johnstown isn't huge, but it's pretty freaking big, considering the fact our population of the whole entire town is so small. And they're kind of hard to find, I'm not going to lie. They kind of hide in some different places, but I'm going to take you to a well-known one. I call him George. I'm not sure what his name is, but we're going to call him George for the being of this video. It kind of looks like a George though. Alright, we're here. This is George's home. Let's see if he's home. Abandoned car wash that was supposed to be renovated and remodeled. Oh, he is in there. Isn't that so sad? Like that, this is this man's home. This is his home. And it sucks because we get so many low temperatures in this town, especially over winter. It gets below 0 degrees. It can get to low negative 15, negative 20 degrees. And the locals try to help this guy out. You know, they bring him some stuff, obviously, drop things off to him in the winter, but still, it's gotta suck. It's gotta be rough. George didn't look too happy today. I didn't really want to stop and talk to him. But he's in there, right across the street there. If you guys are watching this video right now and you want to give back to the community or help the town out at all, right here across from the Moxham Sheets, that's where George lives, in the abandoned car wash. So go ahead and drop something off to him. Maybe a coat, maybe a jacket, maybe a few bottles of water. You know, anything you could give would greatly help the man living in a car wash. But we're not going to bother him today. We're just going to keep exploring. Little wheelies in between these stop signs here. Let's go this way. It's so fucking bumpy, dude. About doing wheelies around Johnstown is you really have to watch, because when you're in a wheelie and you hit a bump and your rear tire comes off the ground a little bit, it may be just enough to tip you back, and you won't be able to press that rear brake because your tire is off the ground for that split second. It can end badly, so you really got to pay attention. Hey, this is right where I was in my last video. That's alright, we're making our way downtown. I want to, like, some of these buildings, look at these buildings just sitting abandoned for years. This causes drug problems, this causes loitering, it's a trap house. You could break in there and do whatever you want in there. God, there's probably a body in there, who knows? And these neighborhoods I'm going through right now, like, this is the better part of Johnstown. It really is. Like, look at the grass, man. It's one of the better parts. It's one of the safer parts. And still, it's not very great looking, is it? Like we just saw George, the homeless man. Another abandoned house. Like, just look, these are everywhere. These are all over Johnstown. All over Johnstown. And the worst part is, someone probably lived in there. head nod. They're not liking it. They're not liking the wheelies. It does not look like they like it. Some more beautiful Johnstown artwork. It's actually cool. There's a lot of murals like this around the town and around the city, you know. It's pretty sick, pretty talented. But yeah, there's a lot you don't hear about in the town just because our news coverage started, I don't know, kind of hiding things away. But not too long ago, there was just a kid tied up with electrical cord, had his car stolen. He was stabbed like 30 times and then set on fire down in one of these Conemaugh River valleys. And just last night, a new bottle service bar opened in Johnstown. It might have actually been 2 nights ago, I'm not sure. But someone was in there, bottle service all night long, drinking Henny. He got kicked out of the bar. Mind you, this is the first night it was open, the very first night it was open. Kicked this guy out of the bar. He goes across the street, gets in his car, pulls out a gun, starts shooting at the building. He ends up shooting 3 innocent girls that were standing outside having a cigarette. One of them, I believe, died, and the other 2 were in critical condition. They then proceeded, instead of calling an ambulance, to pick the girl up, put the girl inside of a vehicle, try to drive her to the hospital while all the occupants of the vehicle are drunk, end up crashing the vehicle, leaving the vehicle, getting out, and trying to carry her to the hospital, thus dropping her several times. Finally, she did get to the hospital. Hospital went on lockdown. She survived. I'm not really sure what else about the situation. I'm not gonna name any names or tell you where exactly it happened at, but it did happen, and you can look it up if you don't believe me. All right, let's head down to Central Park. All this stuff is going on in Johnstown. You know, we have the lack of jobs, the lack of things to do, the lack of maintenance, as you can see, the abandoned buildings, the homeless population. Yet our town thinks it's going to be a smart idea to spend around $8 million to remodel Central Park, which is over there where we're going, that doesn't even need remodeled. I mean, it's fine, and I don't even know why they do it. They cut so many things that happen in Central Park out of the budget that it's just, I don't know. Let's go see what's happening in Central Park today. Now, I'm not going to do any wheelies while we're down here in Johnstown, just because the police are not wheelie friendly. They're not wheelie people. Now, this is the actual town of Johnstown. I guess Cambria City, you can call it. Just look at the buildings, man. Look at the buildings. The only buildings that are nice are the ones that have been built in the last 10 years or so. Pop a wheelie! I guess you don't want a wheelie. Pop a wheelie! Here we are. Here's Central Park. You see they have the fountain going there in the middle. Now, whenever the town had Thunder in the Valley, the event, this is where it used to be held. There'd be vendors everywhere. You know, in the wintertime, they put up a huge Christmas tree in the middle of Central Park here. A whole bunch of other stuff. It really is. It really is a nice park that doesn't need remodeled, let alone having $8,000 to remodel it all whenever all this other stuff is going around in town. It's kind of crap, you know? The gazebo, I don't think we need an $8 million budget to remodel this park. I think we just need to bring back some of the things that kept it going in the first place. Oh wow, my bike is getting hot. Hot, hot, hot. Now we're gonna leave the city of Johnstown here. I'm gonna take you up to Section 8. Now this is within walking distance of the city. These are actual houses that people live in. These are not abandoned. You know, like this is someone's yard. This is literally somebody's yard. Oh, they have a little track back there. I used to mow this property right here for landscaping. Great people. Apparently they don't have it mowed anymore too well. So what happens is people from out of town buy these houses, okay, and they don't keep up with them, they don't do any maintenance on them, they turn them into Section 8 and they sell them as super low income houses to people who are getting grants through the state to move here. I believe that's what's happening. And yeah, so basically what happens is no matter what, say they get a tenant in here, the tenant isn't responsible for paying the rent, the state is. So this low income housing, it's a guaranteed for landlords. You're guaranteed to get your money no matter what. Doesn't matter if the person can't afford it, if they're late on rent. And most of the people that are moving into these houses are from out of town, like I said in my other video, New Jersey, Philadelphia, things like that, and they're causing problems within the city. And it's just a big part of Johnstown's crime is outsiders coming into the town, not respecting the town, not following laws, and really doing violence against anybody in the town. It's gotten quite bad in these parts. Johnstown is not the best place to live, and if you are moving to Johnstown, I highly recommend you go to a more rural country area. You know, Forest Hills is a nice one, Richland is a very nice part of Johnstown. Stay out of the city, man. Alright, I better get myself out of here before somebody gets mad that I'm sitting here. What's going on here? It looks like there's actually something going on in PNG Park, my bad. PNC's Pittsburgh. I wonder what's going on in there. I like to see that though, you know? JWF Industries. This is one of the biggest money makers in Johnstown. They do welding, fabrication, all that for things outside the city. They own just about all the old steel mill buildings, like these right here. One thing you'll find around Johnstown is train tracks everywhere. There are train tracks absolutely, actually used to be a building right here. It looks like they just tore it down. Johnstown, Pennsylvania used to lead all of PA, Pittsburgh, and all of that in steel before it started going downhill and most of the steel mills started moving to the Iron City, which is now Pittsburgh. Johnstown used to be huge in steel. We would create all the steel you could imagine, everything. There were factories, buildings, steel mill buildings, they were everywhere. They're starting to repurpose some of them now, and most of them are just getting torn down. I know the one has a dispensary in it now, a growery, and they're starting to do a little bit of stuff like that around the town, but really not much. I mean, it's once every 10 years that you see them really make a big change around here, and it's not often. You got this big river surrounding the whole entire city. I did want to touch some more on the homeless population, but you really can't find any of them until late at night. They really don't come out and walk around and be active too much during the day. I don't know if it's because they don't want to be seen or talked to, or because they're just out kind of scavenging and doing illegal things, again, that they don't want to be seen doing. Right here is another real old steel mill building. I'm not sure what it's being used for now. It honestly doesn't look like a whole lot of anything. Beautiful building though, it could be put to use for sure. Now eventually I'm going to start stopping and talking to some people in these videos and vlogs I do. I haven't seen too many people that look very happy yet that look inviting for me to stop and ask some questions with a big honking camera on my face. Like, I've seen this guy twice already. He must just be out cruising around on the hog. Eventually I am going to make a video about some of the good things here in town instead of the bad, because there is a lot of good. You got a abandoned bank. This is some more of the Johnstown buildings that could have been repurposed. Maybe they are repurposed, I'm not sure. But it doesn't look like there's too much going on in these buildings now, does it, guys? This looks pretty unoccupied to me. I mean, all the lights are off in there. There's some plants, so somebody must be taking care of it, but like, I've lived here my whole life. I don't even know what this building is. I don't know what's in it. Little Rascals Daycare and Preschool. That's a preschool? Like, look at this. Empty parking lot the whole entire way down. Crazy. There's even a light. What's in there? Nothing. Nothing at all in there. There is nothing going on down here, guys. Like, there is nothing going on. This is an operational building. It's operational every single day. This is the Johnstown Flood Museum. Looks like nobody gives a crap about the flood anymore. It really is cool in there and informative. If you guys are ever in and around Johnstown, stop here at the Flood Museum. Go in, take a peek, learn a bit of history. Looks like I can't go out that way. This is a perfect parking lot to wheelie with. The police always hang out in and down around here, so I'm not risking it. I don't need a reckless driving fine today. So this town has a lot of car washes, it has a lot of gas stations, and it has a lot of tobacco places. That's about it. This is the Johnstown Police Station, town's public safety building. Why can't we be friends, guys? Another pretty dangerous thing about this town, guys, is a lot of these buildings are deemed as do not enter buildings. So what that means is if the building catches on fire, the fire department is not allowed to go inside. And there's no like public notice or sign or anything like that that tells you what buildings are do not enter buildings and what buildings aren't, which is so dangerous to the public. You could be inside this building, it could catch fire, they will know you're inside, and they are not coming in to help you just because the building structure is so damaged and the building's falling down. I guess they feel as if it's not worth the risk of multiple lives to save one life. They will let you die. They will let you burn inside a do not enter building around here. I know that this is one that I'm at right now, but I don't know exactly which ones are which. So I try to stay out of a lot of the buildings down here in town. Like, look at this. What the hell even is this back here? Looks like a decent lot to practice a first gear clutch up in, huh? Oh, I was wrong. Look at this stuff. It just let go. Completely let go. I keep like dropping it right to 12 o'clock and then getting a little bit scared, so I'm right down below 12 o'clock. And like I'm kind of like playing with 12, 11, and 10 when I wheelie. I'd like to get that fixed. The one thing in this town about wheelies, there is no in between. People either love to see them or they freaking hate them. Hate them. You will get no in between. They'll see you wheelie and clap your hands, thumbs up, you know, give you one of these or something, or they'll be thumbs down, bitching, yelling, screaming at you, waving their hands. There's no in between. Get another one here, I think. I just hit that pothole and it scared the hell out of me. I just saw a Ferrari back here, which would be fucking crazy. Nope. It's a Lexus. This guy has his hand up. Let's go see what he wants. What's up?
One of the big Troys.
Yeah.
One of the big Troys.
Is that yours?
No, that's Troy's. I said you was going in there?
Oh no, I was just driving past looking at the car.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker nice.
Yeah, it is.
He got the JWF man. He got one too. That motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
I think Troy's better.
Yeah, that's a nice car. That's for sure.
Yeah, that motherfucker nice. I know he probably make tons of money off a dead body.
That's what I hear. The body business, man.
That fucking doctor. I mean, yeah. You know, when people die of cancer,
Yep.
he get them off. Plus, that's an old place right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, your bike nice.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, you be safe.
All right, you too.
There we go. Mr. Dodger is officially the first person we talked to on the channel, guys. How about that? I should have asked him some more questions. He seems pretty talkative. Yeah. All right. I like the style. This is also some of the old steel buildings that they're starting to tear down that are condemned and not being used anymore, apparently. I'm interested to see if they're going to leave it like that or they're going to knock down this whole entire building, which I doubt is going to happen. Man, I was just inside of here not too long ago. That amazes me. It amazes me. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here. Really the moral of the video is just kind of the dying parts of Johnstown. You know, the homeless population that's out of control, which I'll try to come back to and touch more base on later at night when I think they'll be out and about. The amount of jobs, you know, that's a big problem. The amount of jobs, you know, whenever there's not a whole lot of jobs in an area, which means a whole lot of the people that live in the area are unemployed, which causes crime. When you're not working, you still find a way to eat, man. You still find a way to feed your family. You still find a way to, you know, put bread on the table, whether that's selling drugs, selling heroin, selling weed, stealing it from others, going out and robbing abandoned places and condemned homes and stuff like that. It's just, I know. That's the way it works around here. If you guys have any tips on you think any way to help fix up the city, any way we could do better, definitely drop some comments in the section down below. Yeah, let me know what you think. I'd like to keep making videos like this for you guys, show you more parts of Johnstown, show you more parts of the outskirts of Johnstown, and I am going to touch base on some of the things there are to do around here, some of the limited things that there are to do in Johnstown, some of the things you can do for fun, some of the parks you can take kids to and things like that. But that's coming. Right now I'm just kind of showing you guys the depressed part and how it sucks to live here and what these people are going through on a daily basis. You know, there's not a lot of happiness. There's a lot of depression. People are upset. They're working their 9-to-5 jobs. They're coming home to struggling families. I mean, these people are working their lives away for pennies, for absolute pennies, and there's not much around here that they can, you know, get their mind off things. There's not much to spruce up the mood. It's depressed. Everything's abandoned. There's no jobs. There's homeless people. There's people struggling all over the place down here. It needs help. So we desperately need to do something. But yeah, like I said, if you guys enjoy the videos I'm making, you guys enjoy the content I'm producing, go ahead and subscribe, like, share, follow. All of that goes a real long way, and I'd love to continue bringing you guys videos just like this. So I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna research some more stuff about, you know, the town and see where I can take you guys to next.